Get that one down there. Right over here. No, this one. Over here. Right here. Okay, you're gonna plant the bean here, here, and here. Go ahead. Okay, you're gonna plant the bean over here and down here. Plant one in there. Okay. Come over here. Do this one. That's right. Good job. Cover it up. Cover it up and pat. Good. Now over here, cover it up and pat. Let's see. Good job.
Another one.
Another one. Let me break that up. Okay. Let's take that piece out. Okay, now it just, okay. You got one more. Cover it up and pat. Good job.
Another one.
You got another one? All right. So we have planted beans again. So either the beans weren't good or I just planted too soon. So we're going to water them in. And it's supposed to get up to 89 degrees today. Today is Monday. What is today? April the 28th, I believe. Yeah, April the 28th or 29th. But it's Monday. No. We're not putting that one in there. So we're gonna water these in, and hopefully, the beans will be happy because we got some real heat coming on today. All right. So my neighbor got these Carmen peppers, and so he gave me 2 of them, and he planted 2. And so I'm going to, he may have more, but he gave me these 2. So I've never grown these before. So I'm going to put them in this pot, and with the whole vole situation, I decided I want to grow these in this plant pot. So I prepared this plant pot, and I think I can probably, I don't know, maybe I should just do one plant. Maybe I should. Okay, I'm just going to do one plant in this plant pot, and then I'll prepare another plant pot for the other one. Okay. She is in her plant pot and looking very pretty. Hi, Carmen. This is the Carmen pepper. Doesn't she look pretty? Look at that. Got her flowers. Already got a pepper on her right there. Oh, she's looking dandy in here. I'm glad I didn't put both of them in here. She needed her own pot.
Pepper.
So I'm going to plant her sister too.
Flower.
Yeah.
Flower.
Good. And flower bud.
A flower bug.
Right.
This a flower.
And what's this?
A pepper.
That's a pepper. Good job. All right.
Ooh, another one.
Mm-hmm. Hello, this is Miss Lally, and today is Thursday, May 2nd. And well, let's do a little update. So, where I have my zucchini, I had planted kale and kohlrabi. 2 kohlrabi plants. Reason being is only 2, and it was 2 from the garden bed where I planted the extra kohlrabi that I had. Well, we got a vole or voles, and one day the voles decided they wanted to come and wipe out just about all of the kohlrabi that was in the garden bed on the other side of the yard. And it was and I managed to get 2, and so I planted them over here. Well, the vole ended up showing up over here because this little area right here was kind of bumped up, and then further down that way you could see where there's tunneling. So I decided to dig up the 2 kohlrabi. Here's one and here's the other, and put it in pots, as well as the kale. I'm going to take a chance and leave the zucchini and my corn. And unfortunately, I went back to the nursery where I got the corn from. They didn't have any more. And the guy said he's not getting any more. So that stinks. So, my neighbor gave me these. Aren't they pretty? Now, they're more of a kind of bluish violet. But when I'm looking through my camera, they look more purple, but they're really pretty. Me and my granddaughter planted the beans. They haven't come up yet. And in that container, I have herbs, which they are finally starting to sprout. These are the Carmen peppers my neighbor gave me. And this is the kohlrabi that I'm growing in a pot. And it looks like it's trying to start bulbing. I don't know. Seems like they're taking a long time. And that's a mom that I don't know what it's doing. Had it since the fall. So that's my garden over here on this side of the yard. My neighbor, he gardens on the other side. He grows peppers and tomatoes. That's his, I guess, his specialty that he likes to grow. So I end up having to come on to the same side of the yard that he's on and start growing my stuff. But I don't know. Might have to go straight container gardening. Over here is my little nursery where I started these cucumbers from seed. They probably need to go ahead and be planted. I started these peppers. These are the 2020 seeds. Abe Lincoln and classic beefsteak, as well as these 2. I done gave my neighbor 2 of them, 1 of each, and I gave a sister from church, I gave her 1 of each. Oh, so the Swiss chard didn't bounce back, but you know what I did? If you can see this right here, I'm just now seeing it too with you. So this is the Swiss chard that I replanted. It's trying, but I also planted another Swiss chard seed. So there's one coming up right there. So that's the first one I done seen. Oh, and the zucchini. Look at that. Look at that. So when I first told you about it, how I accidentally severed the zucchini. So it's been sitting there. Oh, look at that. Let me see if I can zoom in. Can you see that little root? Let me see. You see? Come on. You see that right there? It's rooting. Let's see if I can get that a little close. Okay, well that's the closest I can get. But you see that? It's rooting. Plus, this was the only leaf outside of these other leaves that were up here. This was the only one. This one was here, and it was this one. But I figured this one was going to die off. But this one is still here. Then this is new, and now there's another new one, and it's actually producing another leaf. So I'm gonna let it possibly root some more and plant it. And I bought marigolds from the nursery. Oh, and so then I got these tomato plants from the nursery. So this is Mountain Pride and Parks Whopper. One of these, which one is it? One of these is the Mountain Pride is a determinate tomato. So I just wanted to get that and play around with it, because I wanted some tomato plants that would produce their fruit a little sooner than the Abe Lincoln and the classic beefsteak. So I want to get that and play around with it. I'm trying to grow some peppers from seeds, but that don't look like that's going to work out for me. So I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so I'm hanging out here in the backyard, just looking everything over, and check it out. Strawberries turning red. And while I was standing out here, sure enough, I seen two birds coming over here and actually trying to jump on the plants. So I'm like, okay, I didn't think they would pick up on it so soon, but I guess they've been watching me. But they look good though. But I've been staying on top of watering. So my issue I've been having with my strawberries is that sometimes they would get big, but they just wouldn't have the sweetness. So I picked my first 3 off yesterday. They were pretty big. And they were nice and red, which is what I was looking for. And I smelled the strawberry smell, and they did have a little sweetness, strawberry sweetness to it. So I was happy about that. So today's supposed to be in the 80s today, so I'm not going to mess with these today. They need to get a much deeper red. See, they need to get a deeper red. So I'm going to leave them alone. I do have some bug pressure in there. Don't really want to spray anything. So I don't know, maybe grow some strawberries for me and some for the bugs. So here's the potatoes. They're looking great. So I started these in March. The potatoes, I start them in March and dump them in June. And so the leaves are starting to show signs of deterioration, I guess is the word to say. So they're getting ready to start breaking down. I did see some evidence of aphids, and I quickly jumped on using some tape to get them off. But other than that, the potatoes look great. These are Kennebec potatoes, so I'm just hoping that I got something to work with in there. And this is the store-bought, the organic store-bought potato that came up, plus the little pieces. So this is a plant from one of the little pieces, and this is a plant from one of the little pieces, I think. Oh, and there's a third one. Okay, so I see one. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. 3 have come up. These 2 are from that one in the very center. So that's kind of cool. And then here's my onions. I've been trying to go around the onion and loosen it up at the bottom with my little stick here. The onions seem like they're doing really well. I don't know about this garlic, but then this garlic looks pretty much how the garlic looks over there in my garden bed where I had to move everything. The voles are not messing with the garlic. And haven't really talked much about it, but here is my peach tree that I had back at our old place. And I don't really talk much about it because I've been going through a whole lot of trial and error with trying to grow peaches. So got some peaches up there, and I've had peaches on this tree before. Usually they all fall off, but these are still holding on. It's been in this bucket for at least maybe 3 years. I think, yeah, it's been in this bucket for like 3 years. I want to take it out of the bucket, so, but I'm just happy to see that the peaches are still holding on so far. And this is the biggest they've gotten since whenever they had peach. This tree has had peaches on it, and this is Sewanee peach tree. And my blueberry bush has some blueberries, not as many as it's once had before, but it's got some up here. My other blueberry look like it has died on it, so I'm going to dump that out and use that and repurpose that pot. Here are the onions that I had to rescue from the garden bed. So it looks like I guess they're trying. They're trying to come back. They don't look as happy as those onions, but maybe they just need some time. And this right here is my sunflower bed. So the sunflowers have really come up. Let me just see if I can. Yeah, there they go. They have really done well so far over here. And my little mesh up here, my little grates, seem to have kept the squirrels away for the time being. So happy about that. I'm excited to see, what we're gonna have, what it's all gonna look like. It really would be nice if they can get to their height, produce a head, and to be able to see what that's gonna look like. So the ones in the back are my tallest ones, so they were kind of bending over, so I ended up taking the cover off, and I think I might have to leave it off back there in the back. So I guess this will end this video for this week. Today is Thursday. My husband and I are gonna, see what we can do out here on Saturday as far as putting up my other gardening structures. I got a cattle panel that I'd like to put up because my tomatoes and cucumbers are gonna need something to go up against or grow up against. So thanks for watching and have a great day, and check out, these are so pretty.